Okay, we should be live, so I'm just going to share that on all of the various social medias, and then we'll get started with today's stream. Finally returning to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. We've had a few weeks without it, because last week was the Super Mario Bros. 3 situation. The week before that, I was working on the Monday. I feel like there was something the week before that. Maybe? Is that just one of those days where I ended up canceling stream? Because if that happens, it usually happens on a Monday. Because reasons. But anyway, yeah, welcome on in, everyone. How are you all doing today? Hope you're all having a good Monday. Although, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Mondays because of the whole working and or starting of the work week situation. But hopefully your Monday's going all right in spite of that. Hopefully your week is off to a decent start. And yeah. Yeah, so we're just going to be continuing with the farming of the golden mushrooms in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I don't actually remember how many we're at, so find that out soon enough. Let me just check to make sure chat is working. Chat is working, excellent. Oh, thank you for that host, Captain Xflow. Welcome on in, how are you doing? If any of you aren't already following Captain Xflow, there we go, yeah. You definitely should be. Last playing Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Yeah. And host from the Astropath as well. Another person you should definitely be following if you aren't already. Last playing StarCraft. You're doing good. So much to do till Thursday. I can imagine, yeah. How is game? Game audio is non-existent for y'all right now. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I don't know why it does this, because like audio's working, and then all of a sudden I start stream, and then game audio stops working, and it's been like this for a while. Okay, game audio's back for y'all. It might be, I think it's a good volume. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet or anything. I can play around with it. Okay, we are currently at stream on Thursday. We're all just coming over so much to set up. A lot to do, only so much time to do it in. Okay, we are currently at 44 golden mushrooms. So the goal for today is to get up to 66. It's gonna be my goal. I help you out, but I mean, my week is also very busy. I'm always busy.
Mario, Luigi.
So unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do. So for anybody who hasn't watched my last few streams of this game, basically, I want to be getting the max amount of golden mushrooms, which is 99. Normally you can only get about 5 or so in the game. But what you do here is you can steal from, what's his name? So if you use the Swing Bros Advance, you can steal from anyone, but here we're stealing from Popple. So what happens is we steal one of 2 items from him. Golden Mushroom, we got it, you see? In theory, unfortunately, golden mushrooms are the less likely item you can steal from him. A lot of the time you steal green mushrooms. But what we do now is we get game over, because that way we can do the fight again. Because you can only steal 1 item from an enemy in a battle. So if we get game over, we can fight again. So we're just doing this to get golden mushrooms, as many as we can. I'm also doing the swing bros on Birdo to steal from her. That gives us red peppers or... I don't know what the other item we get from her is. Both the items we can get from her, as well as the green peppers, which we normally get from Paul, but we can get in plenty of other ways, so they're not like a goal of ours. The golden mushrooms are the only thing where that's what we're really trying to get here. And then we just, you know, let ourselves get game over. Yeah, currently we're at 45 golden mushrooms. 45 is evenly divisible by 1, 5, 9, and 45. So now, here's the important thing. You do not continue from last saved area. You continue from last saved area, you go back to your last save, so I don't get keep that golden mushroom I just got. Continue from Tiki Valley, which puts us out here. And then we go and we return to the battle. Yeah. I average a bit better than 1 attempt per 5 minutes, but like I said, unfortunately, golden mushrooms are the less likely of the items we can steal from Popple, the more likely being the green peppers. What's doubly annoying is I don't even like green peppers, so it's like the game is taunting me. I always save it on my way through here just to be on the safe side. Yeah. See, actually, I went from 41 seconds to 41 minutes to 44, so it's not even, 5 minutes. It's less than that per attempt. You've never actually played any of the Mario Luigi games. They're really fun and very funny. What I'm doing here is not really a good representation of the games, because like getting 99 golden mushrooms is not something that that most normal people would be doing in the game. It's because I like, if I can max stuff out, I like to max stuff out, and oh, what do you know, this is a way you can max out the number of golden mushrooms you have, so I'm doing it. So, yeah. But overall, it's a very fun game. In theory, you can like dodge or block every single attack that happens to you. So in theory, you can get through the whole game without taking any damage. See, there's green peppers, which is something I really like about the game. It makes for a very interesting dynamic. It's all about like pressing buttons at the right time. Yeah. And also during the attacks, you also have to press buttons at the right time. Like you see here, where the buttons pop up on the screen when I need to press them and such. Although you can also, with the bros attacks, you can also do it in a more challenging way, that where the button presses don't show up, and I don't know what you get for that, doing that, because it makes it harder, but I think there is also some advantage to it. Like, you know, it's harder, but then it gives you some kind of bonus, maybe more damage, maybe, I don't know. Also, you notice I'm only doing like 5 damage there, because what you want to be doing normally is pressing B if you're Luigi or A for Mario right before you hit with an attack, because then they'll do more damage. But I don't want to do much damage because I'm just trying to game over here. Unfortunately, we did too much damage. Now we get this attack, which takes a bit of time because it has some setup and such. Birdo sucks him in, spits out 4 eggs, one of which has Popple in it. And the eggs all go and roll over. In this case, Luigi. And it could be either or, depending on like if you still have both of them But in this case, it was Luigi. I mean, if you have both of them up, some will go for Mario, some will for Luigi. I think it's random though. So I mean, in theory, they can still all go for one of the rows. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. Like I said, I'm at 45 golden mushrooms right now. My goal for today's stream is to get up to 66. We'll see how that goes. Then if I can do that, then next Monday I probably will be working. So I don't know for certain, but like I rarely work Mondays, but next week I have a few days scheduled off for various reasons, including the fact that next week Wednesday is my 4-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. So I'm going to be so I scheduled Wednesday off to so I could be doing a nice anniversary stream that day. Then I also scheduled Thursday off because I'm like, I don't know how late I'll be going on Wednesday, so I want the ability to be going pretty late on Wednesday if it comes to that. Basically, my plan for next Wednesday is to be playing Ninja Gaiden 3 and to go until I beat it. If that takes 3 hours, it's a 3-hour stream. If it takes 6 hours, it's a 6-hour stream. If it takes 12 hours, it's a 12-hour stream. However long it takes to beat that game is how long the stream is going to be. So that should be a fun time, and that's next Wednesday. Anyway, so yeah, because of me taking some days off next week, I probably will be working Monday, so probably won't be doing this then. But then the next Monday I'm not working, like green peppers. If I get to 66 today, then I want to do 88 the next time, and then the stream after that, go for, get the final 11 I need, and then finally move on with the game. So that's the basic plan with this game. And yeah. I stole from you, and got a green pepper. So what's everyone up to today? Anyone up to anything interesting? Get a big glass of water. No worries. It's always good to stay well hydrated. So I always have a drink with me when I'm streaming. It's not water, it's a pop. Like I currently have a mug root beer. I generally drink pop when I'm streaming, because also, even aside from like keeping hydrated, there's also like the sugar and caffeine to, for energy, which is definitely helpful. Well, this is in a part with some decent music, because have to be, we're going through this part over and over again. I really like this desert music. Okay. Well, next week, Friday's Avengers Endgame. I'm so looking forward to that. It is... Oh, I already have ticket. I actually have tickets for my old friends. Now we switch to the Mario Underground theme. Luigi! Brothers have been reunited. And now have to face off against the other enemies. Well, I just remembered something that I need to be experimenting with that might increase the chance of Me getting a golden mushroom? See, I find if I go like this, move the cursor to Birdo and then back to Toffle, that seems to increase my chances of getting a golden mushroom. Not like, you know, 100% or anything, but it seems to have an effect. So I should be doing that this stream to see, because like, I was just doing it like for the last chunk of the last stream, so it was like, did it increase it, or was it just like coincidence? I don't know. But I do it for a whole stream, and then like I can see at the end of the stream, it's like, okay, if it's like pretty much the same, then it doesn't matter. But especially because like it takes like all of like 2 seconds. Ultra Syrup, that's the other thing we got from Birdo. That's a good call. Mario's almost dead, Luigi's still at tons of health. Hey, 42. Answer to life, the universe, and everything. And that's it for Mario. Luigi. Luigi's still hanging on there. And we're back to the egg attack. Egg attack attacks like the egg attack does. Just have to wait through it and get it when you, and then eventually it'll get through, and that's, there we go. I haven't had eggs in a while.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was not what I wanted to press. Yes, Mario, you fell down a pipe. I mean, like, that's like... You've done that hundreds of times, fallen down that exact pipe hundreds of times already. I don't know why you're still surprised by it. Well, not, you know, 100. Over 100, definitely. But... So we've gotten 44 golden, or 45 golden mushrooms. We've gotten a lot more green peppers than we've gotten golden mushrooms. So we've definitely done it over 40, or over 100 times, almost assuredly.
Mario, Luigi.
Brothers are reunited and then find their nemesis. And their new nemesis's new partner in crime.
Let's go.
He has a really massive smile. Excellent, excellent. Gold, green pepper. I'm gonna try to do the thing with the switching. What are our peppers looking like? Oh, we already have max on green peppers. Red peppers, we still have ways to go, and what's ultra syrup? Okay. I don't know how many green peppers we had at the start of this. That was a miss. But I don't know how many we've actually got from this. Yeah, probably gonna finish Mario off. Gonna finish Luigi off as well? No.
Mario.
Not quite. Almost. Not quite. Ah, you're finishing Luigi off though.
No. Mamma mia. Let's go.
Welcome back. Get some nice water. Properly hydrate yourself. Proper hydration is very important. My day's been pretty good so far. Yeah. Done a lot of little things. Now streaming. Started stream a bit late. What was it? About 20 minutes late or so because I decided to quickly run to the convenience store to grab a few things beforehand, but Mario and Luigi also isn't exactly the stream that people are lining up to watch anyway, so me being a bit late for this one isn't the biggest deal. At least not right now while I'm working on just farming golden mushrooms here.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, my schedule varies from each week, basically. Like, what happens is on Thursday, I get my work schedule for the following week. I'll then put together... Hey, golden mushrooms. Put together my schedule... my overall schedule for the week based on that work schedule. And then on Saturday, I'll post my stream schedule online for the week of, you know, the Sunday of the next day to the next Saturday. Basic idea being that, so Sundays I always stream because I never work Sundays, so that's nice. Mondays through Friday, I stream any day that I'm not working, and those are always at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The one exception might be if I had a Tuesday off from work, which almost never happens. And a lot of time it happened, I think it was before I made some of the changes to the way I do things. Tuesday might be a bit earlier than 1, just because I have stuff up in the evening, but yeah. Then Saturdays I always stream even if I'm not working, but the exact time because that's when I do my Star Wars RPGs. And what time I stream those depends on whether or not I'm working on Saturday. If I am not working, it's at 4 p.m. generally. Assuming there's nothing else up. Like 2 weeks ago, I had to move it an hour later because I had a funeral to go to earlier in the day. But overall, it's generally at 4. But if I'm working, it'll often be later. And then this last Saturday, where it was actually earlier because I was working in the evening. You called into work. All of a sudden, like, hey, this happened to you. Oh yeah, I understand. I was late drinking with a few friends. Boss called you, told you had to come in 10 a.m. the day after. Yeah, my work will sometimes call me and be like, hey, you know, can you come in today, or can you come in, like, tomorrow, even though you're not scheduled? But the thing is, once the schedule's out on Thursday for the following week, I think after Thursday, if they want to change it, they have to, like, they can, like, call me and be like, hey, can you come in today? but I can then be like, no, I can't, and such. And there's nothing they can do about that. I mean, if it keeps happening that they keep asking me if I can come in on short notice or whatever, and I keep saying no, eventually they're just gonna stop. Well, in theory, stop calling me. In practice, because of the department I'm in, it'll be like they'll move me lower on the list of the order they call people. But I mean, if they need people, they're gonna, keep calling until they've tried asking everyone. Can't ever afford saying no. Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm lucky in that my expenses are not a whole lot. So, like, I can get by on, well, basically, as long as I have at least 20 hours a week, I'm good. As a general rule, like, next week I'm not gonna have 20 hours because of the time I'm taking off next week. Like, unless they also unless they were to also schedule me for Sunday, which, like I said, which is unlikely because, like, we're not open Sundays. And well, sometimes some people have to go into work on Sunday. It's unlikely that I would be, which means pretty much next week, the most hours they can give me next week is 16 hours. So that's fine, because that's just like 1 week. As a general rule, I need at least 20 hours a week, and then I'm good. I also don't like getting more than, like, getting 30 or more hours, because then if I have 30 or more hours, then I'm also, like, working enough that I'm not really happy with the amount of time I have for streaming. Or up to me, I would just get like 24 hours every week. And just like 3 8-hour shifts. I'd be good with that. But it's not the case. Not the way it works. I'm really curious to see what my schedule's going to be like next week. Because, like I said, it's going to be just Monday and Tuesday that I'm working next week. So my Tuesday is going to be pretty much just like I always work Tuesday, so it's probably going to be the same as my normal. Monday I might then, we'll see though, because it's probably going to be 8 hours on Monday as well. But I'm just curious which 8 hours it'll be. See, I don't have the problem of, like, losing the motivation. It's just like. Thing is, I want streaming to eventually be like what I do full time. I mean, I'm a long ways away from that, clearly. But the thing is, the less time I have for streaming, the further away it is. So, I need to be doing, and like, obviously, like whether or not, you can stream full time depends not just on, like, how often you stream, obviously. Like, there's a lot more to it than that. But, like, the more time you can spend streaming, the more time other people have to find your stream. And to, like, watch your stream. Because, like, if you're only streaming, like, let's say that you only stream for, like, an hour in a day or something, that's only an hour that people have to, like, randomly come upon you and start watching you. The more you stream, the more chance of somebody randomly stumbling and be like, hey, this person ain't that half bad. Let's stick around and see what they're doing. I mean, obviously, sometimes some of the stuff I do in games, like doing this right here in the game, is not exactly the most entertaining thing to watch, because I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. And actually, there has been a bit too much of that as of late on the stream, just like the way things have lined up. So I do need to get back to doing some more actually progressing in games and such, but yeah. But that's yeah. Becoming a full-time streamer would be cool, difficult goal, but a realistic one still. Everyone has potential for it. some take years to find what kind of games they're more fitting for stream. Yeah, I mean, I've been, like I said, next week Wednesday is my 4-year anniversary of when I started streaming. So like, although I haven't been streaming, it was only about 3 years ago when I started streaming consistently. Like, my first stream was like 4 years ago. My second stream was more like 3 years ago. So, but yeah. A lot of soft resetting for legendaries, shinies, yeah, Pokemon. Thing is with Pokemon, at least, like, shiny hunting, including like resetting for legendaries, is at least like, it's a normal part of like Pokemon streaming. Like, it's the thing that a lot of people do, and like, so at least, you know, going into there, you know, you have the people that normally watch Pokemon streams at least are like familiar with the concept and aren't like, wait, you're just resetting over and over again for this stuff? Because with this, like, you know, first of all, you know, Mario and Luigi, there isn't really like there's Mario communities, like Mario, like there's people that watch Mario, but there's no one like specifically watching, like there's not like a specific like Mario and Luigi community or people like type thing. And even people that are familiar with the game, like, you know, getting 99 golden mushrooms is not a thing the majority of people would even think to do. Yeah. I mean, you can check when you first started streaming, because you can, in your settings, you can go back and look. But basically, it's like you go searching through, in your, like, dashboard under... I have to check, can't remember exactly what everything's called, but you can go back and look and see, you know, because you can see, like, when you've been streaming and such, so you just keep going back far enough till you find a point where you hadn't been streaming before, and oh, that's where you started streaming. But yeah. But going with whatever you want. Like for me, I go from, you know, the first time I ever streamed. I know, like, some people, yeah, just go from, like, when they started streaming regularly. Some people would go from when, yeah, they started doing specific things. The videos get deleted, but no, like, what I mean is go to your... Here, let me just look it up here. Creator dashboard. I don't mean going to your videos. Go to creator dashboard. Click on, under analytics, click on channel. And then you can go to, let's see here. So you're in channel, like, it'll show, like, you know, the average viewers, live views, new followers, average chat messages, revenue. Click on, like, the little arrow next to the revenue thing, like the up and down arrow. Click on time streamed, and then what you do is you, on the dates up top or whatever, you can go and choose whatever date range you want, and then you can find, going back as far as you want. And you can find, like, and then you can do that to find where, when the first time you streamed was. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically how I found out last year when I was curious what my first stream was. Although I think I ended up... did I do a 3-year stream anniversary last year, or did I only look it up afterwards and be like, oh, I already passed it? I can't remember now. Although back then, of course, like, the dashboard and everything had a completely different layout, so exactly what everything was called back then and how you got to it, I think how you found the information was slightly different, but it's actually, yeah, it's the same basic idea. We're still at 46 golden mushrooms. Kind of remember now. Yeah, we're at 46. Ah, missed it. That's fine. Hey, Luigi's the one that's closer to death this time. That doesn't happen very often. It's only showing 2 years back. Okay.
No.
See, for mine, I was able to go back even further, but yeah, I don't know.
No.
I'd have to do some more.
Mamma mia.
There are definitely ways you could still figure it out. I could, if I had time and remember. If I have time later and remember, I might look into other ways if you want about, like, figuring it out, but yeah. It looks like it's actually like 3 or 4 minutes per attempt in here.
Mario. Luigi.
I like how they're surprised every time. When it's like, well, you know, I mean, I guess like in story, they don't get game over, so like Mario doesn't die and come back in here. Because most games don't have like when you die and respawn isn't worked into the story. Some games do have that worked into the actual like universe. Like there's an actual like in-universe thing. Like okay, yeah, you come back, but as a general rule, that isn't a thing. And green peppers. Our golden mushroom luck today is not great, because we've been going for almost 40 minutes and only gotten 2 golden mushrooms so far. With those kind of numbers, yeesh. Hopefully we start picking up the pace. Especially seeing as we have like 99 green peppers already, it's like we can't get any more green peppers. So now not only is, you know, getting them like, oh, we're getting something we can get much easier ways. We're getting something that we already have full of, which we can get much easier ways. And of course, on top of that, the whole thing, like I mentioned earlier, I don't like green peppers. I really don't.
No.
Game over.
Mamma mia. Let's go.
See, we're 46 mushrooms right now. 46 is evenly divisible by 1, 2, oh, 23 and 46, is that it? I think that's it. $46 is kind of a boring number. Like, it's biggest claim to fame being that it's, you know, right next to 47, which is an awesome number. I just realized what I forgot to do. Forgot to change the question of the stream from yesterday. Sure, we'll go with what is your favorite number? It's a good question. My favorite number is 47, of course, because of it being the unofficial Star Trek number. Your favorite number is 69. I mean, that's a fairly common favorite number for obvious reasons. And angry numbers again. 85. Well, also welcome in, Nick. How's it going? I'm gonna guess 85. It has some football-related relevance. We already tried stealing, right? I don't remember now. Yeah, we already stole. Never mind. Another mushroom being stolen. I steal from them, they steal from me. We're a stealing family. Hit the button too soon. Phil, that's... Okay, how have I already done though, like... What is even going on this match that I've tried stealing from each of them twice, and Mario hasn't even been hit yet. Like, what even? What the actual even? Well, Luigi's dead. Mario, I'm pretty sure 88 is Mario's full health, right? Luigi starts at 99, or is that 99 right now? Mario's at 88. There we go. Mario finally got hit. And again. I think Mario was at 71 and he got hit with 17 damage. That's cool. Excellent, excellent. There we go. There's that game over.
Mamma mia! Let's go!
Okay. Let's give it another go. We really need to pick up the pace of getting golden mushrooms, because if we want to be getting up to 66 today, and we're only currently at 46, we've been going for like 45 minutes. That's not really a great, let's see, like, it's not really a great speed we're going at here. There with that yawn. Not sure why I yawned. Like, I'm tired, but not like... I'm like within like normal levels of tiredness for myself at this time. Like, if anything, like I'm better than I have for the past couple of weeks, because I'm starting to actually fix my sleep schedule. I messed up. I don't know how I messed up. I thought I was doing good there. Yeah, you go attack them. Steal a hammer, hit them both a couple times. Excellent, excellent. What even? Eric? Eric? What's wrong with you?
Luigi. No.
Yeah, I'm working on fixing my sleep schedule. Even though it's gonna get
Mamma mia.
ruined again. Here I can just continue from my last saved area, because I did nothing there. Because of my own failure. What's not wrong with me?
Mario. Luigi.
I mean... It's a good question. It's a very good question. I'll get back to you on that. I'll have my people call your people.
Let's go.
There we go. Only got green peppers, but got the attack in. That's the thing that matters. Well, now they're getting hammered. What do you have? Ultra syrup. Nice, nice. I mean, if we keep up with the current rate of golden mushrooms, I might stop when we only get to 55 instead of trying for 66.
Mario.
Because, like I said, I'm working on fixing my sleep schedule, so I don't want to be like... Well, I would love to just stream this for, like... super late and, like, even just keep going until either, like, I got to 99 or I was exhausted and had to go to bed. But, like, I am unfortunately working tomorrow at 4 a.m., so, yeah. What am I doing? I'm working on getting 99 golden mushrooms. I'm currently at 46. And basically, what you do is there's two items you can steal from Popple. One is green peppers, the other is golden mushrooms. And you can only steal once. You can only steal from Popple once per fight. So I steal from him, get game over. Steal from him, get game over. Steal from him, get game over. And I'm working on getting, like I said, 99 golden mushrooms. Currently at 46. Normally you can only get about 5 golden mushrooms in the game, but by doing this, you can get a whole heck of a lot more. Up to 99, which is the max. You can technically get more, you just can only hold 99. Yeah, there's another fight later on in the game where you can also steal golden mushrooms from. I think it's the final Fawful battle. And in there, unlike this one where green peppers are the more common, golden mushrooms are the less common, that one, the golden mushrooms are the more common item you can steal from Fawful. But after getting game over and having to return to the battle, you have a much longer way to go, which in theory makes it take longer.
Mario, Luigi.
So this one, like, after getting game over, you get thrown just like right outside, and you just come back in here super fast and such. In the Fawful battle, you get sent back to, you know, the castle, Bean Castle, or whatever, and then have to go all the way back to the Fawful battle. So yeah, that's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, yeah. It's an Eric thing. It's the kind of thing. I mean, there's other people that go for the 99 golden mushrooms, but it's not exactly common. Like, you know, you go to GameFAQs, go to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga message board, you'll see a few people talking about it in topics and such, and yeah. Golden mushrooms. We're at 47, my favorite number. 47 is a prime number. It's only divisible by itself and 1. Like I was saying earlier, it's the unofficial Star Trek number because at some point, one of the writers started including 47 in a lot of episodes they wrote. Just when they needed like around, or like shields are down to 47%, or like stuff like that. And then other writers started picking up on that and doing that as well, and it eventually became known as the unofficial Star Trek number. Now, the reason that original writer originally started doing that, this was the Next Generation specifically. So, like, there are also like references to 47 in the original series, but those are just coincidence. Because this was one of the Next Generation writers that started doing this. And the reason they started doing it is because when they went to university, one of their professors mathematically proved that all numbers are equal to 47. Which basically means like they proved that all numbers are equal to each other, and they chose 47 for reasons we can only conjecture. Also, said proof was most likely one of those like things that seems to prove something, but when you look at it closer, you realize like you divided by 0 at some point, or something else that, you know, something else impossible, right? So, but like on first inspection, it seems to, you know, be a valid proof. Ooh. A few drop frames there. Hope there's something to worry about. You? What are you ewing? Math? Is that what you're ewing? Because we often go over math here. Because numbers are our friends. Numbers are fun. That's a nice emote. Whose emote is that? Patters. I don't know who that is. I like a good sip emote. I myself am planning on getting a sip emote when I can afford to, you know, get commission some new emotes. Oh yeah. I only know of a handful of Pokemon streamers. Green peppers. But yeah, because you'll notice I only currently have. Look, you'll notice I currently only have 2 tier 1 emotes and a tier 3 emote. Oh, you're going. Okay, good luck with that, Nick. I did not know you were looking for a new job, but I wish you luck. Or did I know? Have you told me that before? You may have told me that before, so I apologize. Tactical, thank you for those bits. That is very much appreciated. Welcome on in. How are you doing? But yeah, so like I was saying, I only currently have 2 tier 1 emotes and a tier 3. So I have 2 tier 1 slots that are not yet used. So I do, and then the tier 2. So I have 3 emotes I need to be getting when I can do that. Not sure when that'll be yet, but I already know what both of my I know when one of my tier 1 emotes and my tier 2 emote is going to be. I have an idea for the other tier 2, but I'm still working on the specifics of what I want. But yeah, one of my tier 1 emotes that I want to be getting is a sip emote. But yeah, thanks again for those bits, Tactile. That is very much appreciated. How are you doing today? Sobeys is forcing you to quit? Oh, that sucks. You've been there for years now, and... yeah. But I hopefully you find something good, because... yeah. From what I understand, you're a really good worker and such, so... hopefully you won't have too much trouble finding something new. Do the save thing, then move on. Light the fire on the rope, and then we go through the cutscene again. Because that's the thing we do a lot. Okay. Okay. And green peppers again. We're not getting the greatest luck with that today. Just mostly green peppers when we need golden mushrooms. If anybody by any chance knows of any way to like affect RNG of what items you get in this game, like, I would very much appreciate that. Like, I assume nobody does, because I've done like some Googling around and haven't been able to find anything, but all of a sudden somebody's like, if you do this before the attack, you'll switch the probabilities of the more and less likely items, or something like that. Or you'll guarantee yourself the less likely item. Luigi hasn't even been hit. There we go. Luigi just standing there all smug like, hey, Mario's almost dead and I'm still at full health.
Mario.
And now Mario is dead. Luigi's still at decent health. But, you know, it is what it is. We just need to go through and let him get taken out. And then, yeah. And then it'll be a thing that happens and stuff that'll be done. And Luigi's at 21, blackjack. He's at 8. And attack the front egg. There we go. The bomb finished off Luigi. I have some questions though. So Birdo spits out those eggs. And like, okay, the one has Popple who she first sucked in. Okay, so that's fine. The other three have bombs. So does Birdo just have like bombs in her stomach? Or what? Like, I'm a bit confused on that whole situation. Because, I mean, like, everything else in Mario games makes perfect sense, of course. Obviously. In fact, like, there was a way in this game to generate coins from health. Actually, no, I guess I was gonna say from nothing, but no, it is from health, so... So I guess that kind of makes... I mean, it's at least not something from nothing, but it's still weird. I would show you, but it requires me having both Mario and Luigi outside of battle. And in this sequence, you know, that I'm doing repeatedly, we have Mario and Luigi separated, and then they come back together in a cutscene and then in a battle, but we don't have them outside of battle and outside of cutscenes together. And we won't for a while yet, at least another few streams. Golden mushrooms. We're at 48. Let's see, 48 evenly divisible by 1, 2, 3. Wait. Yeah. 3, 4. 6. 7. No, not 7. 6, 8. Then, try to think here. 12.
Let's go.
16, 24, and 48 itself. There we go. See? I can figure out. That's what 48 is all evenly divisible by. Just a decent amount of number. Decent chunk of numbers. 10 numbers, in fact. So yeah, 48's a pretty cool number. I mean, most numbers that are divisible by 12 are cool, because, you know, it's 4 dozen, like in this case.
Mario, Luigi.
Being divisible by 16 is also cool, as, like, it's not one of the ones that's like, it's divisible by 16 and 3, so it's not like it's a perfect number for a tournament, but it's like a decent number for it. Obviously, like, the best number for, like, tournament, well, I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, this is too few for a tournament, like, you know, 2, 4, 8, 12, 8, 16, 32, 64, I think, going on those numbers. 48 being midway between two of them means it's like not a terrible choice. Green peppers. Green peppers again. Why are the peppers green though? I mean, I know what green peppers are, but I'm just kinda, I don't know. I don't understand why people like peppers, because I don't like peppers. I understand, like, people have different taste buds, but it's just, for me, it's like, I am not a fan. Not a fan of red peppers either. Just not things I like.
No. Luigi.
Oh, those fights where Luigi dies first.
No.
Game over.
Let's go.
Now, some of you might be wondering, because you saw earlier where that one battle where I completely failed at even stealing, and I went and just went returned to the save. You might be like, wait, why don't you just do that every time you don't get a golden mushroom? The answer is honestly, mostly it's just because it's like, I'm in the habit of just not doing that every time, because partly because I don't want to risk accidentally going back to my last save when I've actually succeeded in getting a golden mushroom. But, yeah. That time, though, where I was like, okay, I'm, like, fully aware of the fact that, you know, I've completely failed on this attempt. Might as well just ignore it and save myself a bit of time. Just realizing, I'm not sure if I realized before, but there's, like, a face on that, like, pillar that Luigi's tied to. It's kind of creepy.
Mario, Luigi.
Not sure how I didn't notice that before. Hey, Plumberry, welcome in. How are you doing? How was the rest of your stream? Also, I see you're also a Dragon Feeny sub. My buddy Nick, who I think had it out already, but sitting here earlier also using a bunch of Dragon Feeny's emotes. And I'm actually wearing... I haven't... Actually, like, I'm actually wearing a Dragon Feeny shirt. I haven't actually watched the Dragon Feeny in, a while, but... Yeah. interesting frustration set in a bit, but let's seem to be your errors. Ah, yeah. It's always the... It's good if you can be like, okay, yeah, I'm doing bad, but it's like, I understand it's my fault type thing. Because at least then, like, you're like, okay, you can potentially think of like how you can improve and such. Whereas other times where it's just like, if it's like, I don't know what to do here type thing, and then it's, then that kind of frustration is worse, at least for me. So at least when it's my own like mistakes type thing, it's like, okay, I can improve at this. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. And then once you know that, it's like, okay, I can move on from here now. Alright, now I know this, I can use this moving forward, and it's not gonna, like, be the same issue. Yeah. Because, like, yeah. There we go. Like, I know when I'm, like... Sometimes I've been watching, like, where people are playing, like, a Zelda game that aren't, like, super familiar with Zelda games, and there's stuff like, there's stuff... And especially because, like, it depends on if the streamer, like, wants, like, backseating or help or anything, because if they don't, it's like, okay, you stay quiet about stuff, but you're, like, you're thinking, as somebody who's played a lot of Zelda games, I know these mechanics that they're just, like, completely unaware of type thing. Like, and, yeah. Hack your fun. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, if you'd only known. Yeah, that's why I'm usually, like, very open to people telling me if, like, there's just, like, some gameplay mechanic I am unaware of, go ahead and let me know. Like, if it's gonna save me time. I mean, especially when I'm doing something like this, where, in case you're wondering, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get, or wait. Was I talking to you about this already? I was talking about what I was doing in this game earlier to somebody I was watching, but I can't remember if that was you or that was somebody else I was watching this morning. Basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get golden mushrooms in this game. Or, get 99 golden mushrooms. See, I currently have... currently have 48 golden mushrooms. Okay, we spoke about Kirby and Mario 3, so... Yeah, so... Normally you can only get, about 5 or so golden mushrooms in this game. But... one of the places you can get golden mushrooms is in this boss fight that we're going to have right after this cutscene against Popple, where you can steal from Popple. The thing is, he has two potential items you can steal, the green peppers and golden mushrooms. The green peppers are unfortunately the more common one, which is why if you notice, I'm currently at 99 green peppers already. And the thing is, so you do, and you can only steal once per battle, per enemy, because I can also steal from Birdo, but she has red peppers and ultra syrups. Yeah, so what I do is I steal from Popple, then I let myself get game over. And during that time, I'll also steal from Birdo, just because, like, hey, I'm here, I might as well do it. So yeah, so using the swing burrows, I can steal. And green peppers, yep. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now I just kind of wait out them killing me. If I get another turn with Mario, which seems likely, yeah, I'll do a swing bro just to steal something from Birdo here. Get some red peppers. Now it's just a matter of waiting out until they finish killing me off. Then, once that happens, it gives me the opportunity to either continue from my last save, in which case I would lose anything I've done,
Mamma mia.
or I continue from Tiki Valley, in which case I keep everything I've done, I just am Mario again out here, have to go back down. This is why you rarely ever went for 100% of many games, drive you mad. Yeah. I mean, most people probably wouldn't even consider this a requirement for 100%. I'm just a very ridiculous person who does very ridiculous things, which is just something I've had to come to accept about myself. And my viewers are also apparently having to accept quite a bit lately, with my maxing out my score in Super Mario Bros. 3 last week, and now with this. I mean, this I've been working on for a while. I just had a couple of weeks off from doing this because of various things getting in the way. But yeah. Because normally I play this, do this this is my Monday game normally, but last Monday I was continuing with Super Mario Bros. 3 because I started that on Super Mario Bros. 3 I started on Sunday as it was my, because Sundays I always do sub requests, and that was what somebody had requested for that Sunday type thing. But then because of the fact that it is a game where you can't save in, and because I was actually being very successful, I'm like, oh, I want to continue this. So I left my NES on, powered on for pretty much most of last week, so I played it 7 hours on last week's Sunday. Then on Monday I continued for 3 hours, on Wednesday for 3 hours, and then on Friday for 4 hours, finishing it off. I was so worried my NES was gonna fail at some point, just randomly reset or turn off or something, but luckily that did not happen. Green peppers again. Nothing wrong with that, though. Yeah. I feel like setting a challenge for yourself helps with the longevity of some games. It definitely does. Yeah, what you were saying also when you play Shenmue, probably be going for all the little toys. I'm not super familiar with Shenmue, I know of Shenmue, I recognize the name, but I don't know too much about the games. The same with the leeches in Resident Evil 0. Got the end and half expecting the PS4 to crash. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, it all depends on, my Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, anything really, Super Nintendo or later, I'm not too worried about. It's just my NES, because I always, the NES is a much older system, and there's just, that chance of, stuff happening. And the fact that because it's a system where you can't save, so this is something that happens. But, GameCube especially I wouldn't be worried about, because GameCube, I am aware of people having left their GameCubes on... I'm aware of at least one person who left his GameCube on for literally months at a time. Because... Did you know that with Animal Crossing on the GameCube, you only need the disc for actually starting it up. It loads the entire game into the system, what is it, temporary memory or whatever. So it's just for actually, you only need the Animal Crossing disc when you actually turn the system on. After that, you can take it out and play and do everything in the game. So, back in the day, a buddy of mine borrowed Animal Crossing from me, and then just returned the disc and just left his GameCube on for literally months and played Animal Crossing that way. Yep. The downside is you can't play anything else on the GameCube during that time because, you're limited to only playing that game. But as long as that's all you're wanting to play, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's... Animal Crossing was not a large game. And I mean, part of that is that, because, Animal Crossing... Well, it was for the GameCube for North America. It was originally made on the N64, released only in Japan. And while the GameCube version had some, it had some things that were like upgraded and changed for the GameCube version. It was overall still like essentially an N64 game. So, not really a lot of space. Green peppers, yeah. Saves a week later. Hey, can I borrow Animal Crossing for 5 minutes? Yeah. I mean, if I recall correctly, this was also like at a time where he only lived like, was it 3 or 4 blocks from me? I think. He lived at like various, like, you know, he lived at various different places over the years, but I think this was at a time when he only lived like, because there was one point where he lived only like 3 or 4 blocks from me, and I think that was the point. There was a little later point where we were actually roommates, but this was like back when we were still like teenagers. So, yeah. Or at least we're... I was still a teenager, because he was like 2 years older than me. So I'm trying to think now. I don't remember exactly. Doesn't really... Not really relevant. Not really relevant to the story. If it was during the time where he lived in another province, that would be a bit more difficult. Did visit him once when he was living in another province. Well, because it wasn't just like that. I was like, it was like my parents and his parents were friends type thing, and it was the 1 year where he was living in another. Because I'm like living in Manitoba, and there was one point where he was living in Saskatchewan, but we have my family has relatives in BC, and we had driven out there the 1 year. On the way back, we stopped off in Saskatchewan to visit them. Every random or relevant fact is always relevant regardless. Nah. I mean, sometimes I'm just like rambling to make sure I keep talking to try and be interesting. Especially when I'm doing something like this, where I'm just like doing the same thing over and over again. Like, because if I'm playing like, if I'm playing something where I'm, you know, constantly finding and exploring and doing new stuff, I can be talking about, you know, what I'm doing or whatever. Here I'm doing the same thing over and over again, so I have, I think, explained it, at this point 3 times. So I explained it to you. I explained it earlier when my buddy Nick was in and asking what I was doing. And then I explained it at like the very start of the stream. So, yeah. Just keep your mind off things. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Golden mushrooms. We're at 49. 49 is evenly divisible by 1, 7, and 49. Yeah, it's actually because 7 times 7 is 49. So it's a square of. It's always cool when you have a number that's a square. 9 times or 7 times 7. Which means we're also almost at the halfway point for total. Because, like I said, the max amount of golden mushrooms you can have, or the maximum amount of any item the maximum amount we can have of any item is 49. Or, not 49, is 99. Half of that being 49.5. And obviously you can't have half an item. Which, at least not in this game. In real life you can have half of an item, but half of an item is oftentimes worth less than, you know... I mean, I guess half of a golden mushroom in real life would still be worth half of a golden mushroom. But, yeah. I think we're at 49. Let me just check to confirm. Golden mushroom, 49, yep. Red pepper, 73. And what's the other item we can steal in there? Ultra syrup, 56. Meanwhile, we're already at 99 green peppers. Because unfortunately, they are more common than the golden mushroom when stealing from Popple. Anybody ever, like, if anybody in chat does know of a way to like, affect the RNG of what you steal from Popple, I am all ears, because, you know, the faster I can get my golden mushrooms up to 99, the faster I can move on with the game. Because, like, normally, more tedious stuff like this is the kind of thing I would leave until after beating a game, just like when I come back to it for a sub-request Sunday, or like as part of a 12 or 24-hour stream. But because it's something that I can only do during this battle and another battle that's like later in the game, but still before you beat the game, I have to do it, you know, now during my playthrough. Oh, you need to go. Okay, no worries. Enjoy your lurk, enjoy your bath, and I will see you later. Probably talking a lot, though, as I also have to drink more. It's just rambling a lot. And pretty sure I'm already past the halfway point of my root beer here, whereas we're not even quite at the halfway point of the stream. But, I mean, worst case scenario, hey, golden mushrooms are at 50. Worst case scenario, I'll just grab another drink. I appreciate the lurk and the listen. So we're at 50 now, evenly divisible by 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, and 50 itself. 50, of course, also being an important number because it's half of 100, which is, you know, well, when we go from, you know, which is a digit changeover, going from 2 digits to 3 digits type thing. This also means we are at the halfway point now. Or we're just past the halfway point, I guess. The last golden mushroom, we were almost at the halfway point, now we're just past the halfway point. Which is awesome. Yeah, because a lot of things are done on also, like, you know, when you do percentages, that's sort of 100, so 50% is, you know, a passing grade, or what have you. $50 is also, of course, in the name 50 Cent, who has had a video game that is commonly considered one of the worst games of all time, I believe. So many eggs. So little time. Luigi is down but not out. Now he's out. Luigi. Luigi is down. I'll just check to confirm. Uh, 50 golden mushrooms. We are making progress. Progress is being made at a decent rate. Not the fastest rate, but a decent rate. Just keep at it until eventually we have them all. When we have them all, we will control the golden mushroom supply. And I mean, we already control the golden mushroom supply here. We have more than, like, anyone else, except, I guess, in theory, Popple, because we keep stealing them from him. So in theory, he has an infinite supply. Or Fawful, who we can steal from later in the game. But that means, yeah, we have, like, the majority of them.
Mario, Luigi.
It's Mario and Luigi Super Show. Special guest Popple and Birdie. Yeah, I need to get better about that. Calling her Birdie, not Birdo. Tesseract is on Asgard. I mean, you're a bit out of date. Your information is a bit out of date there. Also, it seems like somewhat of a random thing to bring up. Hey, golden mushrooms, we're at 51. 51 I think is a prime number, only divisible by itself in 1. Got ourselves another Ultra Surf as well. Not bad, not bad. Could never do it. I mean, I've been doing it quite a bit. Because I'm trying to get myself the full 99 golden mushrooms. And that kind of requires it. I've also gotten like 9 of various equipment that I need to use it for. Yeah, welcome on in. How are you doing? How's your day going? Okay. Oh, got an egg attack here. There we go. Luigi is down. Tiki Valley, let's just check to confirm. 51 golden mushrooms. We're making our way. And yeah. So our luck is starting to improve. I'm getting golden mushrooms. So initially I was wanting to get to 66 today. Then after we'd been having that run of bad luck, I was thinking maybe we'll just go for 55. Now I'm no longer sure what I want to be going for. I guess I'll see once I get to 55 what we're at as far as time goes. 'Cause I mean, we've already been streaming for an hour and a half. We'll figure that out as we go.
Mario, Luigi.
Power of love. Okay. Just a mushroom from me. Well, that's okay, because I'm planning on stealing a mushroom from you as well. But my mushroom I'm planning on stealing from you is golden. We only got green peppers, though. It's too bad. But I mean, we got like a couple golden mushrooms in a row there, so I couldn't expect that luck to continue forever. See what we get from Birdie. Red peppers. Not bad. Ah. Okay. Stolen from both of them. Just need to wait out the game over. But yeah. So how's everyone's weekend? Did anyone do anything interesting over the weekend? Of course, you know. And you all know what I did. I did Star Wars RPG on Saturday. I did Kirby's Adventure yesterday. You know, pretty basic weekend. So this was one of those times where Mario survived longer than Luigi. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen on occasion. And this was one of those occasions. And Mario is still not down. Close, but not quite down yet. There we go. But now he is. Tiki Valley. Okay. Burn the rope. Free the Luigi.
Mario, Luigi.
Hug the Luigi. Get ready to battle the Popple. Now the Birdie. Wait through the cutscene. Enter the battle. Take the attack. Swing Bros the Popple. Golden mushrooms, we're at 52. 52 is evenly divisible by 1. 2. 4. 4, 13, 26, and 52 itself. 52, of course, has a very big significance. Well, first of all, it's the approximate amount of weeks in a year. It's the number of cards in a standard deck. And it, of course, also, to anybody who's a fan of DC, knows that it's a pretty significant number to DC. Originally because of the fact that it's 52 weeks in a year. And they did a series back in the day called 52, which... Because after their story, Infinite Crisis, they skipped all their comics ahead a year, called them 1 year later, but then they released a weekly series for a year called 52, showing what happened during that year that they skipped over. Since then, they've also been using the number 52 a lot of time for various random things. And a couple of years ago, where they did a reboot, they called it the New 52, and they did they started with 52 series, I believe it was after that. But yeah, 52 is a pretty cool number. And we now have 52 golden mushrooms.
Let's go.
I think, right? Just confirm. 52 golden mushrooms. Great progress is being made. Yeah, we're definitely going for 55 today. I'm debating. I wanted to go for 66, but I think I might just go for 55. I could go somewhere between them, but I like the idea of because as a 44 at the start of this, I like the idea of staying on the numbers evenly divisible by 11. I'm liking the word for that, but yeah. Factors of 11?
Mario, Luigi. Let's go. Okie
Okay. Do the swing throws. Green peppers only. Too bad, so sad. But it is what it is. You're like almost in... Okay. Let's see what we get from Birdie. Ultra Syrup, not bad, not bad. Yeah, I should have also have 99 with Ultra Syrups and red peppers by the time we get done getting 99 golden mushrooms. I already have 99 green peppers. But... Popple's knocking them down to size a little bit, not as much as I would prefer, but let's do a hammer, do less damage that way. If we gotta do the hammer, then we do a jump. Mario is down. Ooh, Egg Tackle Luigi still have 41 health. Should finish him off. $28. 15, yeah, it'll barely finish him off, but it'll finish him off. The last one will finish him off. He'll finish him up by a decent amount, but he only had 2 health and did 13, but it was still took till the last one.
Let's go.
Okay. Breathe Luigi.
Mario, Luigi.
The brothers are reunited. But who stands in their way? It is Popple and his new sidekick, Birdie. Well, how much trouble will they cause for our valiant heroes? Find out next time. Same channel, same time. I don't know. Same time, same channel should be better, but...
Let's go.
Not that I'm leaving. Hey, Z-Ball, welcome on in. Thank you for that host. How are you doing? How's it going? Let's do that swing. Golden mushrooms. Your good luck. Your good luck is what you are. You're doing great. Great to hear. Okay, so now we're at 53 golden mushrooms. 53, of course, is a prime number, only divisible by 1 and 53 itself. No special significance for the number 53, but that's how many golden mushrooms we have now, so that's cool. And then we'll see if we can steal anything from Birdie here. Red peppers, okay, not bad. Should be getting game over shortly, and then we can go again. Okay, Luigi's down first. That's rare. Usually it's Mario that goes down first. What have you been up to today? So what have you been up to today? How's your day been treating you? Oh, Mario's only at 1 health. Please don't do the egg attack. Okay, good. Any attack would have finished Mario off. I just wanted something that wasn't going to take too long. Not much? Okay, okay.
Mamma mia.
Continue from Tee Valley. And yes, we should be at 53 golden mushrooms. Excellent. Slowly working our way up there. In case you're unaware of what I'm doing here, is I'm doing this battle over and over again, so until I can get 99 golden mushrooms. Because, well, it's this battle or a later battle in the game that are the only ways to get, well, that many golden mushrooms. Otherwise, you can only get like 5 or so. But I can just keep stealing them over and over, then getting game over and redoing the battle. Go. Freeing Luigi, active. Doing a cutscene.
Mario, Luigi.
Yeah, my goal for today is to hit 55 golden mushrooms. so we're 2 away. Unfortunately, it's the less common item we can steal from Popple. The more common being green pepper, so even though we only wanting to be stealing 2 more, don't know how many more battles that'll be. Could be 2 more battles, could be 10 more battles. It all depends on the RNG. Could be 20 more battles. Golden mushrooms, we're at 54. 54 is evenly divisible by 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm trying to think here now. 18? 18, yeah. I think. And 27 and 54 itself. I don't know whose right idea was for every time I get another golden mushroom for me to figure out what that number is evenly divisible by, but well, I know it was my idea, but I don't know why I started doing that. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but then we're getting to higher and higher numbers and it's becoming more and more tricky. I don't think 54 is any other stuff. I mean, 54 obviously is divisible by 9. And numbers divisible by 9 are always cool. So if you add up the digits, they equal 9. Like 54, 5 plus 4 equals 9. You can do that with any number. Like if it's, you might have to do it multiple times because like if you go with like 99, you add up 9 plus 9, you get 18. Then you do it again. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So like, keep adding the digits. You have any number, keep adding the digits until it's only one, and then until it's only one digit. And then if it's a 9, that means it's evenly divisible by 9. If so, 3, a 6, or a 9, that means it's evenly divisible by 3. Oh, we actually got him. That's fine.
No. Mamma mia. Let's go.
So yeah, we should be at 54. Yeah, so we're gonna go for tell you one more because it's taken us about 2. We've been streaming for getting close to 2 hours, and while I'd like to keep going till I get to 66, that could mean going for another 2 hours, which is a bit longer than I want to be going for. So I think I am just going to be going for 55. So whenever I get the next one, but again, it could be the next battle, it could be 10 battles from now. It's hard to say. I mean, we can't say for certain until it happens. But hey, we're making progress. That's the important part. As long as you're making progress, you're not making Congress. It's my root beer is almost done.
Mario, Luigi.
Hey, your brothers are back together. Again, because, you know, keep going through this section multiple times, so they've been back together multiple times.
Let's go.
Where are we going, though? What are we doing? What are we seeing? Who are we being? The world is never ending, ever changing. Maybe eventually ending. green peppers. See? Didn't get that gold mushrooms that time. That's fine though. We'll keep at it. Eventually we'll get it. It's only a matter of time. Persistence pays off. See how you can't steal multiple times in the same battle? Because then, like, I could get a good, like... two to 5 steals in from Popple each time. Instead of just, you know, 1. But I mean, it is what it is. And the exact amount obviously varies, because, like, exactly which attacks they each do and who they attack determines, you know, how long it takes. Because, like, sometimes I need both Mario and Luigi to be able to steal. And they usually take out one of them first. Usually Mario, sometimes Luigi. And sometimes they're pretty close and get taken out about the same time, but... I think the egg attack's gonna finish Luigi off. Because how much damage does it usually do? 13, I think? Each, so that means only 52 total. Yeah. So Luigi's gonna survive this. It's only 2 health, granted, but he will survive. That being said, I'll then, like, my turn, you know, hit one of them. And if it's, unless it's Popple, it's gonna be a bomb, yeah. That'll instantly finish Luigi off. It's Popple, Luigi would still be finished off very quickly, but, like, the bomb finishes him off even quicker. No, I don't need to check, we didn't get a golden mushroom that time. We're still at 54.
Mario, Luigi.
Go through the cutscene, as you do. So you kind of skip cutscenes, like, I mean, I've seen this one, like, well over 100 times at this point. Maybe even approaching 200, maybe even at 200 already, I don't know. It's hard to say. Green peppers. As the game is known, I'm gonna be stopping, well, for today, once I get to 55, it's just like, well, we're just not gonna let you stop then. It certainly seems a possibility. It's the start of a machine uprising. Terminator warned us about. See, this battle, they're pretty close to being finished off at the same time.
No.
Game over.
Mamma mia.
Popple wins.
Let's go.
Popple is victorious, while we are not. But hey, we're making progress, getting our golden mushrooms. Also getting, our occasional ultra syrups and red peppers as well. Get too many green peppers because we already have those maxed out, so there's not really any point to getting more green peppers, but unfortunately there's little we can do about that. Very little we can do. We can just, hope the RNG is kind to us.
Mario. Luigi.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Okay, so you do your thing, steal from us, steal a hammer. Because apparently you're worthy of stealing our hammer. I've just been informed that worthiness requirements are not a standard thing for hammers, it's just specifically for Mjolnir. Green peppers again. That'd be funny if that was just a default thing for hammers. You needed to be worthy to use them. It's like let's say you're working as a carpenter, you go into your job. It's like, okay, just needed you to hammer this. Sir, I can't do that. I'm not worthy anymore.
No.
Well then,
Mario.
that'll be awkward. Of course, what exactly worthiness means could vary quite a bit. Especially in the MCU, they haven't really said what defines worthiness. Humility and is definitely part of it.
Let's go.
Willing to sacrifice yourself is definitely part of it. In the comics, you also need a warrior spirit. Which, in my mind, that would be why Captain America in Age of Ultron, when he tried lifting it, couldn't actually, he was able to make it bud, but he couldn't fully lift it. But I don't know if Vision has a warrior spirit, and he is able to lift it, so that brings up questions. Of course, the other theory is that Captain America was fully capable of lifting it, and he just chose not to. As soon as he realized he could, he's like, no, let's not, because he was able to budget. It's just the question, was that all he was able to do, or what was he able to do more, and he just realized, oh, wait, I can't really do this, I don't want to. Brings up an interesting question. The other interesting thing is because, whoever holdeth this hammer, if he be worthy, shall wield the power of Thor. But the thing is, Vision, while wielding it, did not do anything to indicate he had the power of Thor. So, he just used it as a hammer. Like a hammer for battle, but still just like a hammer. He didn't actually there was no lightning. I mean, Vision can already fly and has like... I mean, Vision can already fly, has various energy attacks, and like... enhanced strength and all that jazz, so like he doesn't really need the power of Thor. Like his flying is better because like he can fly just on his own without needing Mjolnir to like, because like Thor doesn't fly on his own, he throws Mjolnir and it drags him with it. Which is kind of ridiculous, but kind of awesome. Ultra Syrup. Vision, though, can just fly straight up. Speaking of Vision, I love, though, that, like, with the internet connectivity of the MCU, and, like, Captain America Civil War is, like, you know, a sequel. Like, I mean, it's follow-up to, like, the MCU is a lot of parts of the MCU, but like specifically it's follow-up to Winter Soldier type thing, because you know it's Captain America 2 and Captain America 3, right? But then like Captain America Winter Soldier was one of the more grounded movies in the MCU. They go from that to Civil War, where they have like, you know, Vision, who is like one of the least grounded characters there is. Which is actually an interesting thing, that Winter Soldier is actually a more grounded movie than the first Avenger, or the first Captain America movie. So, because like with say like the Iron Man movies, they started out relatively grounded and became like more fantastic with each movie type thing. Thor movies started out fairly fantastic, but then yeah, kept going more fantastic with each one. Avengers movies became more fantastical with each one. Ant-Man. Other Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd say you could say the Galaxy got much more fantastic with the second one, with like the whole Celestial stuff and Ego and whatnot. Captain America is the one that like started out, you know, somewhat like grounded, fantastical with the first one, then became more grounded with the second one, but then much more fantastical again with the third one. But still keeping a lot of elements of the grounded in it, because like, I mean that's the whole thing. Like you have in Civil War with Bucky just being like, what the hell to so many things, like. Because yeah. This world's become a weird place in the MCU. I mean, it's always been a weird place, as like I said, like with the first Captain America we saw, like in the 40s already, we had like super soldiers, we had like Hydra and their Tesseract powered equipment and all that. But a lot of that was like, you know, top secret stuff not known to the general population in the universe. Golden mushrooms, we're at 55. 55 is evenly divisible by 1, 5, 11, and 55. And that was our goal for today. So we're going to finish off this battle, go and save, and that's where we're going to be calling it for today. We've been streaming for a little over 2 hours. So it's shorter than my like standard 3-hour stream, but I like it as a good stopping point for this, and because that's like all we're working on is just getting golden mushrooms. It's very repetitive, so getting like 11 is decent. Especially because I am currently working on fixing my sleep schedule. So, while I'm not going to bed anytime like still for like several hours, it is nice to be able to go and be like, okay, yeah, let's go take a rest and all that jazz. And especially because I did also start about 20 minutes late today. So even though I'm like ending 50 minutes ahead of like what I normally would as far as like stream length, I'm only like ending like less than half an hour ahead of what I would the normal end time. Sorry, I just had to yawn there. Oh yeah, Luigi's getting finished off by these eggs. One more egg, and Luigi's down and out. He's already down, now he's out.
No.
We're just going to confirm that we have 55. We also have 79 red pepper, yeah, 55 golden mushrooms, and 64 ultra syrup. Nice. Nintendo 64. So we're going to head back to that cave. We're going to save and quit. Then we're going to go find somebody to raid. My next stream is going to be Friday. Hopefully it's the day we beat Pikmin. That's something that's been a long time coming. We were hoping to do that like 2 weeks ago, and then I failed. Then I was hoping to do that last week, but then Super Mario Bros. 3 kind of took over last week. So, the goal is to beat Pikmin this Friday. It'll be at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time, my normal stream time. Then Saturday, continuing with the Star Wars RPG, that's going to be at, what is it, this Sunday? Or the Saturday, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And yeah, then on Sunday, for Sub Request Sunday, is LEGO Star Wars. So this is a very Star Wars weekend. Star Wars RPG on Saturday as per always, and then LEGO Star Wars on Sunday for Sub Request Sunday. So, anyway, we're going to go find somebody to raid. Hope some of you will go raid with me. If anyone's still around, I know chat has been a bit quiet for the past bits, but if anybody's lurking and wants to join in the raid, that is much appreciated. You don't have to if you don't want to, obviously. Never ask anybody to come out of lurk if they don't want to. And I think I know who we're going to raid. We're going to go raid Piece of Hannah. She raided us last week. I want to say Wednesday, but it might have been Friday. I don't remember. She raided us last week when we were playing Super Mario Bros. 3. It was one of the days. She's currently playing Final Fantasy 7. No, 8. Final Fantasy 8. I can read Roman numerals. What are you talking about? So we're going to go raid her. Just want to copy and paste the raid message and join in on the raid. That'd be awesome. And yeah, so we're going to head over there. Thank you everyone for coming out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all later.